All right, guys. So what I'm going to be going over here in this video is comparing the software that I've been talking about, Go High Level, with the other softwares I used to use in the past that have basically been replaced by High Level. So I'm just basically going to go through some of the features from the other softwares and also some of the pricing, specifically what each one of them costs, what I paid, and then what I pay now with High Level. So I'm just going to basically go through and show you guys what I used to use in the past for my clients, in terms of doing like the follow-up, which if you've seen my other videos, you've seen that that's the most important part of lead generation is lead conversion. In 2019, especially going on into 2020, the most important part of any lead generation marketing agency is going to be actually helping your clients get appointments, get sales, all that stuff that happens after generating the lead. So this is basically what gives me the edge over another marketing agency in terms of what I offer, is being able to do this kind of stuff. So you guys basically have a sneak peek into how I'm able to do that. And it's going to really help you guys retain your clients and also get some amazing results for them as well. So I'm just going to go and crack into it to what I was using in the past year. So in terms of what I did for the follow-up, if you guys have seen my other videos, you knew that I do email follow-up, a text follow-up, ringless voicemail, and I connect all of that from using Zapier. So basically I have a Survey Gizmo or ClickFunnels landing page, and I would use Zapier to basically zap over all the information to active campaigns so they could send out the emails, and then also have ClickSend send over texts, and then have a ringless voicemail send over basically a voicemail drop to the leads. And then I would have that all put into a pipe drive, and it would all be made possible by Twilio. So starting off with active campaigns. So basically what I would do is I would have an email drip sequence, basically a email campaign specifically targeted towards leads that have come in through the funnel. And essentially what I would do is I would just send an email every single day, basically warming up the prospect to my client, so telling them a little bit about what we have to offer for them and all that good stuff, and what they're looking for. So I was on the monthly plan for this one, and so what I would pay was the $15 a month option. And so this would be with minimum 500 contacts. What I would then do is I would send over texts. So what I would do is I would use ClickSend to basically send over the text to the lead. So basically texting them to basically get a gauge of how interested they are and how qualified they are. So what I would do is I would send over a quick text saying, hey, this is so-and-so client name from so-and-so mortgage company, and just wanted to get a sense of what you're looking for in the area, or something like that. I don't remember exactly what we're using right now, but it'd be something along those lines, and it would basically be just one text, and that's it. And it wouldn't really be like a sequence of texts. And so the pricing for this, I think it's what I would do is I would pay per text, which for the amount of leads that we got, it did add up pretty significantly. So I think the one we were doing was a pay per lead option, but I think here what it's showing is the $20 a month option with a dedicated number. What I would then do is I would send over a voicemail drop. So for this one as well, it also did stack up. What I would do is I would get the $40 a month option here, for my clients and all that stuff that was coming from me. They didn't pay for that. And so that also stacked up depending on how many leads came in. And what this would do is it would send over a ringless voicemail drop to the client. It would basically be a recording of my client that would basically be sent over to the lead saying, hey, I just saw that you opted into the Facebook ad, looking for so-and-so. Just wanted to see and connect to see when we can get together. Go ahead and give me a call back to this number. I'm not saying that's exactly what was said, but it's something along those lines, basically reaching out and saying, hey, when can we set a time together? And of course, if you've been already doing this for yourself, you know about Zapier. This is basically the glue to all of this. It will basically connected the landing page to the follow-up system. So basically the three softwares, what I would do is I would create a well, when I was initially using this, I used ClickFunnels, and then most recently I used Survey Gizmo before moving on to High Level. But when I use ClickFunnels, I would basically link Zapier to all of these three here. So essentially, we're looking now at about 5 different softwares that we're looking at here. 5 different softwares that I would use to just make this all happen. Not even including Twilio, which is also the one which I think it's like $1 for a phone number. Depending on how many phone numbers you use, how many clients and all that stuff, but it's $1 per phone number, and it's a $20 deposit to send out the text and all that kind of stuff. So that's basically what it would be. So let's just say, disregarding Twilio, I would basically be using, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different softwares, and they would all be costing me. So let's say here we got $15 for this, we got $20 for this, that would be $35. For this one, it would, let's just say, $45. And then we're looking at the pricing for Zapier, which I believe it was the $25 a month plan that I had. And we're talking USD. Yeah, so it's $20. So we're looking at $65 so far, and with ClickFunnels, it's $97. So we're looking at $165. And to say that you were a beginner with High Level, essentially this platform does all of those things and more, including like a pipeline. It has like scheduling similar to Calendly and all that good stuff. And of course, Calendly is free, but this one does the follow-up as soon as someone books, which is super cool. And so this one, if you were just a beginner, it would be $97 a month if you're doing the agency option. So this is only if you have 2 or more clients, then you would be doing the $297 option, which is what I use. And basically what it does is it basically does everything that all of these platforms does and more. So basically it now has capability to basically replace ClickFunnels. And basically what I've done is import my funnels from ClickFunnels onto this platform here. So it's basically like a one-click import kind of thing, similar to a share funnel. You must have access to the funnel, so it must be dragged from your ClickFunnels account. You must have permission to use that funnel, but essentially you can drag any ClickFunnels funnel into Go High Level and replicate it onto the software. So it replaces ClickFunnels. It also replaces Zapier because it has a triggers option, which basically what it does is it replicates Zapier. It basically sends over the lead notification. It basically imports everything into a pipeline inside of High Level, and it sends out the emails, the text, and all that good stuff. So it sends out the emails in a sequence. You can basically choose what time you want to send them out to, what day of the time. And the cool thing about it is it actually stops replying. It basically stops sending out broadcasts as soon as there's a reply. So that's one thing that you can't do with ClickSend or ringless voicemail. You can't really dictate saying like, hey, stop if I get a reply. It just basically keeps going. So that's what I really, really like about that. On top of that, there's two-way texting that happens. So not only can it just be like one way where you can only send text, and then if you receive a message back, then you're not able to like really reply, which is something that I had used previously with like CallRail. I used something else as well. And the thing about it was that there was no really like two-way messaging. It was only really just one way. Like they got the message and that's pretty much it. You couldn't really reply back. You could receive notifications of their reply, but you can't really reply back to them. So with High Level, you're actually able to reply back to the leads, or rather your clients are able to do that. So that's something that no other platform I know of has, and it's something that I was like searching for like the entire time, but I hadn't found anyone until I found High Level. And so then the ringless voicemail as well. It has basically the ability to record your clients, your client recording like a voicemail drop, and then you upload it and you schedule it out. And again, if someone calls back or replies, then the entire thing just stops. And obviously from there, your client takes over and they message the lead, and they book an appointment. So that's the great thing about it. So, if you were So basically taking this into account, if you were just someone who was starting off, who's getting started with this, you can technically use the $97 a month option and replace all the other softwares that I mentioned, which is like 165. And then say that maybe you just got a client, maybe you just got a brand new client, then you can essentially start using this right away and get a 14-day trial. So I know some of you guys are also doing trials as well, which say that you're doing like a paid trial or something like that, where they pay for a certain amount of the campaign, and then you get the results and all that good stuff. Then you can use the free trial and you don't have to pay anything. You can already use all the features and all that good stuff, and you don't have to like pay anything crazy. I think it's just for the Twilio number, which is like $1 for the phone number, and then like $10 to, I think $20 actually, for sending out the text message. It's like a $20 deposit, but that's pretty much it. And you can pretty much get all set and ready to go, and create the campaigns and all that kind of stuff, and even the landing page. So really all you would need is just Facebook and High Level to start producing some results, some amazing results for your clients. So I hope this was helpful. Just want to bring this to your awareness of what's out there and what you can be using to make your marketing more effective for your clients, so that they can start seeing some amazing results. And you can also, like, it is a white label service. Like Go High Level, their main niche is marketing agencies. So this is a platform for marketing agencies, not online, not businesses, local businesses. So this is essentially something you white label. So you can basically say that you have, a marketing dashboard where they can basically see everything, which they can log in and see a complete analytics on everything that's come in, their pipeline and all that good stuff. The follow campaigns, they have access to an app, which is super cool. I really like being able to say, hey, we're going to give you access to an app that you download, to our app that you can download, where you're going to get access to all the leads and you're going to receive all the notifications. You have the two-way texting, which is something that is really, really effective. And then again, you have the full white label option, which if you're fully want to white label everything and they make you like an app with like your logo on it and all that cool stuff, not super like, you absolutely need it, but it's something to keep in mind as you scale and then you get more and more clients. Like once you're reaching like the 10K mark, then this is something that would be really, really effective and could really just add to your value prop. And they add it to your own domain and all this good stuff, put your logo on it, so it's completely yours. But either way, I mean, this is still something that you can use straight off, just right off the bat. If you have like 1, 2, or even 5 clients, you can start using this right away, even if you have ClickFunnels or any other stuff. If you're not currently using, again, like the email, the text, and the ringless voicemail follow-up, I highly recommend it, because adding this kind of stuff really does increase the results. I've seen it with my clients as well, with just generating leads and then having this follow-up system do it for them. Then it just increases the amount of results that they get, because quite frankly, a lot of the times what you'll find is that clients will not follow up with the leads like they're supposed to. And oftentimes they might say, hey, it's your fault for like bringing crappy leads. But in fact, it is that they weren't following up. And so it's not their fault. They're busy business owners. They have other stuff in mind. So it's our job to basically bring the marketing and take care of all that for them and bring them really as close to the goal line as possible. And it just adds as much value to what you have to offer compared to just generating leads and all that kind of stuff, which if you're competing with, say, like those big, like lead services like Angie's List or Zillow, LendingTree, all that stuff, a lot of those, like, they're not really as effective. And if it's just a small business owner and they're like buying Yelp or any of this other stuff, like, first of all, they're getting like, low quality leads. With this stuff, when you have like an actual person like yourself who knows marketing, who knows Facebook ads, who knows how to create funnels and all this kind of stuff, they're receiving an incredible amount of value. And so this is really just going to add to what you can provide for them. And it's going to look really nice when you have like a demo, when you have your onboarding. It's going to look really professional and they know that they're going to be taken care of. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions whatsoever, drop them in the comment below. If there's one that's really like repeating, then I'll just make a video on that. If it's something that I missed or anything like that, then I'll just make a video on that as well. And in the meantime, if you're looking to get started with your 14-day free trial, I have an affiliate link that you guys can use, and you basically have 14 days for free, so you can start already trying this out, if you already have a client, for example, and you want to see what this system can do, then you can already get started with this right away. Start creating those follow-up sequences, importing your ClickFunnels funnels, and get started with this right away. So I highly recommend it. Again, any questions, leave them down below. And if you haven't already, just go ahead and subscribe for more content like this. I'll probably be talking more about high-level marketing agency stuff and all that good stuff that you guys are interested in. So if you guys want to have more of an insight onto what I'm doing and what I find is working, because digital marketing is always moving forward, then this is the place where you want to subscribe to. And in the meantime, I will see you in the next video. Bye.